Hello and welcome. Now, starting this out inside a computer because I've got a little I've got a little well, it's not exactly a project. Well, I guess you can call it a project that I'm going to be working on for quite a long while. And basically it's a bunch of PvP games and other like stuff like that basically, it's a bunch of custom maps made with mods, and every single one is going to be driven by this one single system here that will be different in each one, but will have like basic groundwork that will be the same between all of them. And this is what I have done so far, and so this is the computer that's supposed to start up when you first start the game.
Joe Goyo joined the game and has been designated as game administrator.
Yep, and so this is the main lobby. Now, the game administrator is basically the person who's in charge of pressing all the buttons and setting up all the settings and then starting the game. And the computer picks the game administrator based on whoever joins first. And just in case that's not the person that you want to be the administrator, you can very easily change it with this here. I have to get another player on in order to test that. And as you can see here, it's got a monitor set up to list top 10 players, and this is going to be mainly the main monitor used for interacting with the computer system. Only the game administrator can actually interact with it, because otherwise you would probably have a situation where people are just going to be spamming it and it'll be difficult to understand what's going on. But anyways, this is probably the only feature that we can show off right now.
Now showing credits.
Yeah. I haven't been working on it for too long. There's actually quite a lot that I've got done on it actually, but most of it's not apparent. Most of it's not visible on the surface yet. Another one that is pretty fun to mess around with. If you spell it correctly.
Hello Joe Goyo.
Yep. And now let's get out of here. And basically the idea is I'm gonna open this up, and basically I'll invite in people that I know to help with building the map, because I'm a terrible builder. And I'll just stay on this little island here and make sure that all the computers do what they're told. And so to make it easier to mess around to deal with other people working on it, I just have a bunch of signs all over the place, basically just explaining how to use the computers and what they can and can't do, and then giving like basic general guidelines of what they should be doing when they're building. And then got specific details that would be different for each project, because this here is supposed to be a template world. When we want to start a new project, we'd basically just copy this to a new map and open up the server so that other people can join in and then just work on it. And some of the current systems that I've got in place right now for this thing is it keeps track of when people join and leave, and it'll have an audio announcement to accompany the chat announcement that's already default in the game. And it's also got a name converter, where whenever the computer is gonna pronounce a player's name, it'll put it through a name converter first. And so if the name is in the little mini database, then that means it has a proper pronunciation. Like, for example, I've got this computer here for testing it. If we reboot that and turn this one off just in case. So now that's running, and so if the computer were to try and pronounce my actual in-game name,
underscore Jogoyo.
and so what the name converter basically does, it converts it to this,
Jogoyo.
which is more along the lines of what it's supposed to be. And basically, I just got a bunch of names in there, and if you want your name added, just let me know, and I'll put it in. And that's about it so far. And again, this is pretty much the first day that I've put like work into it. I've been planning this and thinking about this and like getting the mods together for this for quite a while now. And then today was, and then I spent one day when I did the name converter and just a few like basic functions set up to mess around, to use to make life easier later on. And then today is probably the first day that I actually put a lot of work into it. So yeah, there's not much to be said about it quite yet, but over time, as it develops more and I actually get people working on the first map, which I'm planning on just being like a basic PvP map at the moment, like red versus blue situation, like one team versus another, just simple. Except with a twist. You've got a bunch of mods here, 3 pages. We've got pneumatic crafts because there's mainly because of this universal sensor here is the main reason why I got it. But I guess when I get more brains thinking about things here, we could probably get more ideas from computer craft. Got T-Construct for all the different weapons and stuff. Got portal guns, turrets. Got Thaumcraft for like the different things you can get from there. There's a few weapons and a few armor and some other stuff there. And got Build Helper and Chisel blocks. Those are mainly just for helping the builders build and giving them more things to play around with. And we've also got custom NPCs, so that if anybody wants to mess around with that, they could probably throw in like little mobs to get in the way or help the players. And just some other stuff here, and I'll probably be adding more mods over time. And I constructed these mods through the Curse client launcher, so hopefully in the near future Curse will have a system in place to create and publish mod packs, and so when we actually start finishing maps for people to play, this will all be in one mod pack that you can download with the maps pre-installed, and it'll all just be there ready to go with like 3 clicks and you're done, instead of having to mess around with all the mods and the maps separately. Which, if you ask me, is the beauty of Curse. It just makes all this so much easier. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for now. See you guys in the next one.